Hi there! This is one of the best kit I ever built, and I will build this again for therapeutic purposes, because I've been busy with a lot of projects out of my comfort zone for a while. I'm not gonna say any word about this great kit. I think the best definition of this kit, you can build it without any glue. In this project, I will use a technology that I have been wondering about for a while. It's 3D printed and painted ready-to-use Cockpit Details set. The Quinta Studio set comes with a basic but perfect instruction paper and 2 decal paper which are fully 3D printed. Take a close look at these details. Just amazing. Using the right tool is half the job. I will use number 15 blade and a metal file, but not an expensive one. I bought mine from a $1 store. I'm scraping the details with the blade first, and then sanding with a file. The metal file comes in handy here, because it's not flexible, it's rigid and it provides a perfect leveling. After scraping all the unnecessary details, now I can proceed to assembly. All the cockpit parts are ready for paint, except the seats. I will use this set. The kit seats are okay, but this one is better. I always warn my viewers about resin dust. This time I'm using a vacuum cleaner which has a HEPA filter instead of water to avoid the dust. Take this seriously, guys. This dust is carcinogenic. After cut and clean the old parts, I'm starting to the assembly. It consists of a few resin parts and quite easy. I'm adding the PE details and cable details with a wire, as recommended in the instructions. Finally, the all parts are ready for paint. Primer first. I never use black on my models. It breaks the scale effect. I'm painting the remaining details with a brush. I'm applying a dark brown acrylic wash on the leather surfaces before applying the gloss varnish for weathered leather effect. Now I can apply the gloss varnish for making the all paints look uniform and protect them. This time I will use this method instead of using water directly, as the glue on the back of the pieces can dissolve in water. I will use their own adhesives to secure the pieces in place. Also, you can use this method with stencil decals if you have trouble with silvering. As you can see, the paper absorbs water and softens the piece without reaching the upper surface. Scale modeling decals are ready to use in minutes usually, but these parts become ready in seconds. And I fixed it to its place with its own adhesive, as I mentioned before. Yes, that's possible and works with large parts. But small parts are another story. I recommend to fix them with white glue, because white glue becomes transparent after it has dried, gives you time for align the part, also you can remove it with water easily. You might think that these technologies are not in the spirit of old school scale modeling, but I'm on the other side. Long story short, I want to go through all the building stages quickly and spend all my energy on realistic paint and weathering effects. We can discuss your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Now I'm going to stop ranting about this and get back to the build. After adding these details, the cockpit is ready for the next step. Now it's the ejection seat's turn. I will use CA glue because this time instant fixation required. This is an retired airbrush needle. I bent it and it becomes an CA glue applicator. Now get ready for a surprise. I thought the parts were painted on one side only, but it is not. What's the magic behind that? I also used the PE details come with the Edward set. Only a few decals needed. I'm applying them. But not everything is perfect. I have used the right color on the cockpit tube, but the grey color of the set does not match with it. Also, unpainted areas are visible on the edges. But no big deal. I'm gonna fix it with the base color which I used. I used this on the Quinta set without any protective varnish layer and it didn't cause any problems. The Quinta set is semi-gloss finished, which prevents its perfect details from fully showing in the photos. But I don't want to lose this amazing gloss effect because of the final matte varnish layer. I'm masking them with this material. Now I can apply the flat varnish layer. Let's remove the masks. Look at that finish. One last tip before the finish. I'm highlighting the edges with a watercolor pencil. Thanks to these types of products, it's now possible to get such good results with applying basic modeling techniques. Well, thanks for watching this episode. If you liked the video, please like and share. Subscribe my channel if you haven't yet. Also, you can support my channel if you can see the join button below or on Patreon. The links are in the information section below. See you soon on the next episode. Until then, take care of yourself and keep modeling. Bye.